My beloved child, come close and quiet your heart for a moment. There is something I need you to hear today, and I do not want you to miss a single word. I have watched every step you have taken, every tear you have cried, every prayer you have whispered when no one else could hear you. I know the questions that have been filling your mind, and I know the burdens that have been weighing heavily on your heart. You may feel as though you have been walking through a season of uncertainty, wondering when things will finally begin to change. You have asked me why some prayers seem unanswered, and why some doors have remained closed despite your faithfulness. If you believe God is speaking to your heart today, write Amen in the comments. My child, today I want you to know that I have never been absent from your life. Even when you could not feel my presence, I was standing beside you. Even when you believed you were walking alone, I was carrying you through moments that would have overwhelmed you without my strength. Nothing about your journey has escaped my attention. Do not let your present circumstances convince you that I have forgotten you. The enemy wants you to believe that silence means abandonment, but my silence has never meant that I stopped working. Many of the greatest miracles begin in seasons where nothing seems to be happening. Seeds grow beneath the soil long before anyone sees the first sign of life. In the same way, I have been preparing blessings beneath the surface of your life that you cannot yet see. Every delay has had a purpose. Every obstacle has been shaping your character. Every disappointment has been protecting you from something that was never meant for you. Trust that I know what I am doing even when you cannot understand the process. There have been days when your strength felt exhausted. You smiled for others while carrying silent battles inside your heart. You encouraged people around you while secretly wondering who would encourage you. I saw every moment. I counted every tear. I heard every silent cry that never left your lips. You never had to explain your pain to me because I understood it before you even experienced it. My child, I am closer than you realize. I am not waiting for you to become perfect before I help you. I meet you exactly where you are. Bring me your fears, your doubts, your broken dreams, and your unanswered questions. I am not intimidated by your weakness. My strength shines brightest when you surrender your limitations to me. If you're trusting God for a breakthrough this month, comment, I trust your timing, Lord. Do not compare your journey to someone else's. I have written a unique story for your life. What I am building in you cannot be rushed because it is meant to last. Some people receive quick success only to lose it because their foundation was never strengthened. But I have been building your foundation carefully, one lesson at a time. Every challenge has added another layer of wisdom. Every trial has deepened your faith. Every setback has prepared you for responsibilities you could not yet imagine. One day you will look back and realize that what felt like rejection was actually my protection, and what looked like delay was perfect timing. Today I need you to stop speaking defeat over your future. Your words carry power. Do not keep declaring that nothing will ever change or that your best days are behind you. Instead, begin to agree with what I say about you. I call you chosen. I call you loved. I call you forgiven. I call you capable because I have placed my spirit within you. Your identity is not determined by your mistakes, your failures, or the opinions of people who never understood your purpose. Your identity is found in me alone. When you begin to see yourself through my eyes, fear begins to lose its grip, and hope starts to rise again. I know there are dreams you almost gave up on. There are promises you once believed with excitement but now struggle to remember because so much time has passed. Listen carefully, my child. I have not forgotten the promises I placed inside your heart. If I planted them there, I will also provide what is needed to fulfill them. but you must continue trusting me even when you cannot see immediate results. Faith is not believing because you already have proof. Faith is believing because you trust my character. I have never broken a promise, and I never will. The people around you may not understand why you continue believing. They may tell you to lower your expectations or settle for less than what I have planned for you. Do not allow their limitations to become your reality. I am the God who opens doors that no one can shut. I am the God who creates opportunities where none seem to exist. I specialize in impossible situations because my power is not limited by human understanding. Keep your eyes on me instead of focusing on the obstacles in front of you. Mountains that seem permanent to you are temporary in my hands. If this message came at the perfect time, write, God KNW I needed decis. Your solvenenu dodge able, the Cairo diable dripel C deus needed decis. Your sobel so, my beloved child, I know there have been nights when sleep would not come because your mind was filled with worries about tomorrow. You have wondered how everything will work out, how your needs will be met, and whether the future you hope for will ever become reality. I want you to release those worries into my hands. Anxiety has never solved tomorrow's problems, but my wisdom has already prepared the path ahead of you. I stand outside of time. I see the beginning and the end at once. What surprises you has never surprised me. Before the challenge arrived, I had already prepared the strength you would need to overcome it. Before the obstacle appeared, I had already made a way through it. You may not understand every step I ask you to take, but every instruction I give is leading you toward the purpose I created you to fulfill. There are people I am bringing into your life who will encourage you, strengthen you, and help you grow. There are also people I am gently removing because they cannot go where I am taking you. Do not chase after relationships that I am asking you to release. Sometimes letting go is an act of faith. Sometimes the greatest blessing is not what enters your life, but what leaves it. I know the conversations that have wounded you. I know the betrayals that made it difficult for you to trust again. Yet I ask you not to allow bitterness to settle in your heart. Forgiveness does not mean pretending the pain never happened. Forgiveness means placing justice into my hands and refusing to let yesterday's wounds control tomorrow's joy. As you release those burdens to me, I will heal the places inside your heart that no one else can reach. I have been teaching you patience, even though it has been one of the hardest lessons for you to learn. You have prayed for immediate answers, but I have been developing lasting faith. Anyone can trust when everything is going well, but true faith grows strongest in seasons where answers seem delayed. Do not mistake my preparation for inactivity. Every day I am arranging circumstances, opening unseen doors, and aligning opportunities that will arrive at exactly the right moment. If I gave them to you too early, they would become burdens instead of blessings. If I allowed them too late, you might have lost hope completely. That is why my timing is always perfect. It is never late, and it is never early. It is exactly what your life requires. Declare your faith by commenting, I will not give up. My child, I also want you to guard your thoughts carefully. Not every thought that enters your mind deserves your attention. There are voices that whisper fear, failure, and discouragement, hoping you will believe them. Those voices do not come from me. I speak peace into your heart, even when storms surround you. I remind you of hope when others speak despair. I call you forward when fear tells you to remain where you are. Fill your mind with my truth rather than the lies of doubt. Every day you have a choice about which voice you will believe. Choose the voice that reminds you of my promises instead of your problems. Do not underestimate the small acts of obedience that I place before you. You sometimes expect dramatic assignments while overlooking the simple opportunities I have already given you. Be faithful in the little things. Show kindness when no one notices. Speak words of encouragement to someone who feels forgotten. Remain honest even when dishonesty seems easier. Continue praying even when you do not immediately see results. Continue loving even when others fail to return that love. These small acts of faithfulness are building a life that reflects my character. They are preparing you for greater responsibilities that are still ahead. I know that sometimes you become discouraged because you compare your progress to the success of others. You see their victories and wonder why your own breakthrough has not yet arrived. Remember this, my child, you are seeing only a small part of their story, just as they see only a small part of yours. I am writing each life differently because every purpose is unique. Your assignment cannot be measured by someone else's timeline. What I have prepared for you cannot be stolen by another person. No one can take the place I have reserved for you. Instead of looking at what others have received, keep your eyes fixed on the path I have set before you. There is peace in trusting my plan instead of competing with someone else's journey. Even now, while you are listening to these words, I am working behind the scenes in ways you cannot yet imagine. Conversations are taking place that will eventually benefit you. Doors are quietly beginning to open. Hearts are changing. Circumstances are shifting. What appears impossible today may become your testimony tomorrow. Never forget that I specialize in turning ordinary situations into extraordinary miracles. I transform deserts into places of provision, storms into opportunities for faith, and impossible situations into powerful testimonies. The same power is still at work today, and it is at work in your life as well. I want you to stop carrying every burden by yourself. You were never created to live under the weight of constant fear and endless pressure. When you insist on carrying everything alone, you become exhausted because you are attempting to control what belongs in my hands. Bring your burdens to me daily. Lay your worries at my feet. Trust that I am more than capable of handling what seems impossible to you. I am your refuge in times of trouble, your strength when you feel weak, your comfort when sorrow fills your heart, and your guide when the path ahead seems unclear. You do not have to earn my love or my presence. I have already chosen you, and I will remain faithful to you through every season of your life. There will come a day when you look back on this difficult season with gratitude instead of frustration. You will see how every disappointment redirected you towards something better. You will understand why certain prayers were answered differently than you expected. You will recognize that what once seemed like the end of your story was actually the beginning of a new chapter filled with greater purpose and deeper faith. Until that day arrives, keep walking with confidence. Keep praying with expectation. Keep believing even when your emotions tell you otherwise. I have not abandoned the work I began in your life, and I will not stop until my purpose is fulfilled. If you're praying for your family today, type, Lord, bless my family. So today, lift your head. Do not allow discouragement to define this moment. The story is not over. The chapter you are living now is only part of the journey, not the final destination. I am writing a testimony through your life that will encourage others who face similar battles. The pain you have endured will not be wasted. The tears you have cried have been seen, the prayers you have whispered have been heard, and the faith you have held onto, even in your weakest moments, has never gone unnoticed before me. My beloved child, there is one truth I want you to carry with you wherever you goes. Never measure my faithfulness by the circumstances surrounding you. There will be seasons when everything seems to fall into place, and there will be seasons when nothing appears to make sense. In both moments, I remain the same. My love for you does not increase when you succeed, and it does not decrease when you struggle. I am constant. I am faithful. I am with you on the mountaintop, and I am with you in the valley. The changing seasons of life do not change who I am. When the world feels uncertain, anchor your heart in my unchanging promises. They will steady you when everything else seems unstable. I know that some of you listening today have been carrying a hidden disappointment. You have smiled in public while quietly grieving in private. You have asked, Lord, why did this happen to me? Or why did you allow this door to close? My child, I understand your pain more deeply than you know. There are answers you cannot yet see because you are standing too close to the situation. One day I will reveal the purpose behind what you have experienced, and your confusion will be replaced with understanding. Until then, trust my heart even when you cannot trace my hand. The story is still unfolding, and I have not reached the final chapter of what I am doing in your life. Do not allow temporary setbacks to convince you that your future has been lost. A delay is not the same as a denial. A closed door is not the end of every opportunity. Sometimes I close one path because another, far greater one is being prepared. What feels like rejection today may become the very reason you walk into the destiny I planned long ago. You may not celebrate the closed doors now, but in time you will thank me for protecting you from paths that would have distracted you from my best. There are blessings that I have been preparing for you that require a stronger version of you than the one who first prayed for them. That is why this season has been refining your character. I have been teaching you humility when pride tried to rise. I have been teaching you perseverance when quitting seemed easier. I have been teaching you compassion through your own pain so that one day you will comfort others with the comfort I have given you. Every lesson has value. Every challenge has purpose. Nothing you have endured has been meaningless in my hands. If you're choosing faith over fear, comment, I choose faith. My child, be careful not to let fear make decisions that should be guided by faith. Fear will always point to what could go wrong. Faith points to what I can make right. Fear tells you to stay where it is comfortable because it fears disappointment. Faith invites you to step forward because it trusts that I will walk beside you. Do not let past failures convince you that future victories are impossible. Yesterday's defeat does not define tomorrow's outcome. I am doing a new thing in your life, and I want you to recognize it. Open your heart to the opportunities I place before you. Some of them may arrive in unexpected forms, but they are still gifts from my hand. Remember the times I have already carried you through impossible situations. Think back to moments when you believed there was no way forward, yet somehow a door opened. Remember the prayers I answered that you once thought would never be fulfilled? If I was faithful then, why would I stop being faithful now? Let your memories strengthen your faith instead of allowing your fears to weaken it. Build your confidence upon my track record of faithfulness. I have never failed you, and I never will. Do not neglect the quiet moments you spend with me. The world constantly demands your attention, filling your mind with noise, distractions, and endless opinions. But my voice is often heard most clearly in stillness. Set aside time to seek me each day. Read my word with an open heart. Pray honestly, not with perfect words, but with sincere faith. Listen as much as you speak. The more time you spend in my presence, the more clearly you will recognize my guidance. Wisdom grows where my presence is welcomed. I also want you to understand that your kindness has greater impact than you realize. Every encouraging word you speak, every act of generosity, every moment of patience, and every decision to forgive plants seeds that will bear fruit in ways you may never fully see on this side of eternity. Never believe that goodness is wasted because it goes unnoticed by people. I see every act done in love. I notice every sacrifice made with a willing heart. Your faithfulness matters to me even when no one else applauds it. If you're waiting on God's promises, write "I will wait" on the her. There are people watching your life who may never tell you how much your perseverance has inspired them. They see you continuing to trust despite hardships. They see you refusing to give up when circumstances become difficult. Through your example, I am showing them that hope is stronger than despair and that faith is stronger than fear. Your story is becoming a living testimony of my grace. Do not underestimate the influence your life has on those around you. Sometimes the greatest sermon is not spoken from a stage, but lived through daily obedience. As you move forward, refuse to carry regrets that I have already forgiven. When you sincerely place your mistakes before me, I do not continue holding them against you. Yet many of my children keep carrying guilt long after I have offered forgiveness. Do not imprison yourself in memories that my grace has already covered. Learn from your past, but do not live in it. Your future is too valuable to be controlled by yesterday's failures. I have called you forward, not backward. I have created you to walk in freedom, not in chains of shame. Now I ask you to prepare your heart, because this next season will require courage. There will be opportunities that stretch your faith. There will be moments when you must trust me before you understand the outcome. Do not shrink back. I will not ask you to walk anywhere that my presence will not go before you. When you feel uncertain, remember that I am your shepherd. I know every step of the journey ahead, and I will guide you with wisdom, peace, and unfailing love. Hold tightly to my promises, for they will become the light that leads you through every challenge and into the future I have lovingly prepared for you. My beloved child, I know there have been moments when you questioned your own worth because of the opinions of others. Harsh words, rejection, and misunderstanding have left wounds that are not always visible. Some people judged you without knowing your story. Others walked away before they understood your heart. But listen carefully to me today. Their opinion has never determined your value. I formed you with purpose before anyone knew your name. I placed gifts within you that no one can take away. I created you with intention, not by accident. Every part of your life has meaning because I designed it. Do not spend your precious time trying to earn acceptance from people who refuse to see what I have already declared about you. Rest in the truth that you are deeply loved, completely known, and forever precious in my sight. If you believe God is making a way for you, comment, "My breakthrough is coming." There are talents inside you that have remained hidden because fear has convinced you to stay silent. I did not place those gifts within you so they would remain buried beneath insecurity. I created them to bless others and to bring glory to my name. Stop believing the lie that you are not enough. I have never called the qualified, I qualify those whom I call. Throughout history, I have chosen ordinary people to accomplish extraordinary purposes because my strength is revealed through willing hearts, not perfect abilities. If you will simply make yourself available to me, I will accomplish more through your surrendered life than you could ever achieve through your own strength. You have prayed for clarity, asking me to reveal every detail of your future before you take the first step. But faith does not work that way. I often reveal the next step before I reveal the entire journey. If I showed you everything at once, you might rely on your own understanding instead of trusting my guidance. Walk faithfully with the light I have already given you. Obey the instruction you already know. As you move forward in obedience, I will continue to illuminate the path ahead. One step of faith always leads to another. Do not wait until every question has been answered before you begin moving. Trust that I will guide you as you go. I know your heart longs for peace, yet you have searched for it in places that could never satisfy your soul. Peace is not found in perfect circumstances, unlimited finances, or the approval of others. True peace is found in my presence. When your heart rests in me, storms may still rage around you, but they will no longer control what happens within you. The world offers temporary comfort that fades with changing circumstances. I offer lasting peace that remains even in the middle of life's greatest challenges. Come to me daily and allow my presence to quiet every fear that tries to overwhelm your heart. My child, be careful not to become discouraged when progress seems slow. Growth often happens quietly. A tree does not become strong overnight. Its roots grow deep long before its branches reach toward the sky. In the same way, I have been strengthening your spiritual roots. Every prayer, every act of obedience, every decision to trust me has been building a foundation that will sustain you in the seasons ahead. Do not despise small beginnings. Celebrate each step of growth, no matter how small it may appear. What begins as something humble today may become a powerful testimony tomorrow. If you're surrendering your worries to God today, write "I give it all to you, Lord." There will be moments when the enemy reminds you of every mistake you have ever made. He will try to convince you that your failures have disqualified you from my purpose. But remember this, my grace is greater than your past. My mercy is stronger than your mistakes. I do not define you by the worst decision you have ever made. I define you by my love. When I forgive, I truly forgive. I invite you to walk in freedom instead of carrying the weight of condemnation. Leave your past where I have placed it behind you and move confidently toward the future I have promised. I also want you to become a source of hope for those around you. The world is filled with people carrying burdens they never speak about. A simple word of encouragement, a listening ear, a sincere prayer, or a small act of kindness may become the answer to someone else's silent cry. Never underestimate how powerfully I can work through your compassion. You do not need a large platform to make a lasting difference. You simply need a willing heart that is available to me. I can use ordinary moments to accomplish extraordinary things. Do not fear the changes that are taking place in your life. Change often feels uncomfortable because it requires you to leave behind what is familiar. Yet many of my greatest blessings are waiting beyond the place where you have become comfortable. Trust that when I lead you into a new season, I also provide the grace needed to flourish there. I will never call you into something without equipping you for it. The same God who sustained you yesterday will strengthen you tomorrow. You are not entering the future alone. I am already there, preparing the way before you. My beloved child, I want you to remember that your prayers matter. Never believe that your words disappear into silence. Every sincere prayer reaches my heart. Some prayers are answered immediately. Others require waiting because I am working in ways you cannot yet see. But no prayer offered in faith is ever wasted. Continue praying with confidence. Continue believing with expectation. Continue thanking me even before you see the answer. Gratitude opens your heart to recognize my goodness, even while you are still waiting for the breakthrough. If you're thankful for God's faithfulness, comment "Thank you, Jesus." As this day unfolds, choose hope instead of fear. Choose faith instead of doubt. Choose gratitude instead of complaining. The choices you make today will shape the direction of tomorrow. I have given you the strength to overcome every obstacle that stands before you. I have placed my spirit within you to guide, comfort, and empower you. You are stronger than you realize because my power is at work within you. So lift your eyes beyond the problems surrounding you and fix your attention on my promises. I am leading you one step at a time, and I will remain faithful through every season. What I have begun in your life, I will complete, and no force on earth can stop the purpose I have established for my beloved child. My beloved child, before you move on with your day, I want you to slow your heart once more and listen carefully. There are moments when life moves so quickly that you forget to notice the quiet ways I am caring for you. You often look for dramatic miracles while overlooking the countless blessings I place before you each day. The breath in your lungs, the strength to rise each morning, the people who genuinely love you, the opportunities to begin again, and the hope that still lives within your heart are all reminders of my faithfulness. Gratitude opens your eyes to see what worry tries to hide. The more you recognize my goodness, the stronger your faith will become. I know that some of you have been asking for a sign. You have said, "Lord, if you are truly with me, show me something that will strengthen my faith." My child, this message itself is a reminder that I have not forgotten you. I know exactly when you needed these words. I know the questions you carried before you began listening today. I know the burdens that no one else knows about. Nothing about your life is hidden from me. I am speaking because I love you, and I desire for you to walk in confidence rather than fear. Let these words settle deeply into your heart. Do not allow them to become another message you hear and quickly forget. Carry them with you, meditate on them. Let them shape the way you think, speak, and live. If you're believing for healing, restoration, or peace, type, "Lord, restore my life." You have spent too much time believing that your future depends entirely upon your own strength. While I have called you to work diligently and to be faithful with what I have entrusted to you, I have never asked you to carry your life alone. There is a difference between responsibility and unnecessary burden. Responsibility is doing what I have called you to do. Burden is trying to control what only I can control. Release the outcomes to me. Do your part with excellence, but trust me with the results. You will discover a peace that cannot be found in striving. You will find rest for your soul when you stop trying to force open doors that I have not chosen to open. There are dreams I have placed inside your heart that may seem impossible from where you stand today. You have looked at your resources, your abilities, and your circumstances, and you have concluded that the dream is too large. But remember who gave you that dream. If it truly came from me, then I already know every resource that will be required to bring it to pass. I own what the world considers impossible. I am not limited by lack. I am not restricted by human calculations. My provision often arrives in unexpected ways, at unexpected times, through unexpected people. Keep your heart open, because I can accomplish in a single moment what years of human effort cannot achieve. Do not become impatient when someone else seems to move ahead while you remain in a season of waiting. Waiting is not wasted time when it is spent with me. Waiting is where trust is strengthened. Waiting is where wisdom is developed. Waiting is where hidden preparation takes place. Many people desire the blessing, but few are willing to embrace the process that prepares them to carry it well. I have been preparing you for something greater than you can currently imagine. That preparation requires time, and I refuse to rush what is valuable. Trust my pace. Trust my process. Trust that every moment of waiting has eternal value. My child, I also want you to be careful with the words you speak over your own life. Too often you repeat statements that agree with fear instead of faith. You say you will never succeed, never recover, never be happy again, or never overcome what has happened. Those words do not reflect my promises for you. Begin to speak life instead of defeat. Declare that I am with you. Declare that I will provide for you. Declare that I will strengthen you, guide you, and sustain you. Your words may not instantly change your circumstances, but they can change the atmosphere of your heart and remind you of the truth that my promises never fail. If you're ready for a new beginning with God, comment, "I'm ready for my need do." As you continue walking with me, you will discover that true strength is not found in pretending to have everything together. True strength is found in humble dependence upon me. Bring me your questions without fear. Bring me your weaknesses without shame. Bring me your disappointments without pretending that they do not exist. I already know them, and I invite you to place them into my hands. There is freedom in surrender. There is healing in honesty. There is hope for every heart that chooses to trust me completely. One day, someone will ask you how you made it through this difficult season. They will wonder how you continued to smile when life became heavy. They will ask how you found peace when everything around you seemed uncertain, and you will tell them it was not because you were stronger than everyone else. It was because I carried you when your own strength was gone. It was because my grace sustained you. It was because my love refused to let you fall. Your testimony will point people toward me, and many will find hope because they witnessed my faithfulness in your life. Never forget that I am a God of new beginnings. It does not matter how many times you have stumbled. It does not matter how many opportunities you believe you have lost. As long as you place your trust in me, there is always hope. Every sunrise is a reminder that my mercy is new. Every new day is another opportunity to walk with me, to grow in faith, and to experience my goodness. Refuse to live as though your best days are behind you. I am still writing your story, and some of the most beautiful chapters have not yet been revealed. So walk forward with courage today. Lift your eyes above the distractions and fix your heart upon me. Refuse to allow fear to dictate your decisions or discouragement to steal your joy. I am leading you with wisdom. I am surrounding you with my love. I am strengthening you for every challenge that lies ahead. Hold tightly to my promises, remain faithful in the small things, and trust that I am working in every detail of your life. My plans for you are filled with hope, purpose, and peace. Stay close to me, and you will discover that no matter what tomorrow brings, you will never face it alone, because I will always be with you, guiding your steps, guarding your heart, and reminding you that you are and always will be my beloved child. If you know God never leaves his children, write God is always with me. My beloved child, if you have stayed with me this far, it is because your heart is searching for hope, and I want you to know that hope in me is never misplaced. I see the battles you fight that no one else notices. I see the moments when you choose kindness instead of anger, forgiveness instead of revenge, and faith instead of fear. Those choices are not invisible to me. Every act of obedience, no matter how small it may seem, is precious in my sight. The world often celebrates loud achievements and visible success, but I delight in the quiet faithfulness of a heart that continues to trust me even when no one is watching. Never think that your efforts go unnoticed. I see them all, and I am preparing a harvest from every seed of faith you have planted. There are times when you ask me why certain doors remain closed. You have knocked with sincerity, prayed with tears, and waited with expectation, yet the answer has not been what you hoped for. My child, understand that I do not close doors to punish you. I close them to protect you, to redirect you, and to lead you towards something greater than what you could have imagined for yourself. You see only what is directly in front of you, but I see every consequence, every hidden danger, and every unseen opportunity. What appears to be a disappointment today may become one of the greatest blessings of your life tomorrow. Trust that my wisdom reaches far beyond your understanding. Do not allow temporary emotions to make permanent decisions. There will be days when you feel discouraged, uncertain, or overwhelmed, but feelings are not always reliable guides. My truth remains steady even when your emotions change from one moment to the next. Return to my promises whenever fear begins to speak louder than faith. Remind yourself that I have carried you before and I will carry you again. I have strengthened you through storms that once seemed impossible, and I will continue to strengthen you through every season still to come. You are not facing your future with your own strength alone. My spirit lives within you, empowering you every step of the way. My child, I also want you to be patient with yourself. Sometimes you expect instant growth, immediate healing, and perfect faith. But transformation is a journey. Just as I patiently shape mountains over centuries and nurture forests one season at a time, I am patiently shaping your heart. Do not become discouraged because you still have areas where you need to grow. Instead, celebrate the progress I have already brought into your life. You are not who you used to be. The very fact that your heart desires to know me more deeply is evidence that I am already working within you. When you stumble, do not run away from me, run toward me. Too many people believe they must hide after making mistakes, but I invite you to come into my presence with honesty and humility. I already know your weaknesses, yet my love for you remains unchanged. My mercy is not exhausted by your failures. Each time you sincerely turn back to me, you will find open arms, not rejection. I restore those who seek me with genuine hearts. I lift those who have fallen. I strengthen those who admit they cannot stand without my help. There are blessings I have planned for you that extend far beyond material success. While I care about your daily needs and delight in providing for you, my greatest desire is that your soul prospers. Wealth without peace cannot satisfy you. Recognition without purpose will leave you empty. Achievement without my presence will never fulfill the deepest longings of your heart. Seek me first, and everything else will find its proper place. When your priorities align with my will, you will experience a joy that circumstances cannot steal and a peace that the world cannot understand. Remember that every challenge you overcome becomes part of your testimony. Someone else is watching your life and wondering if hope still exists. Beredine Chayes is watching your life and wondering if hope still exists. They may never tell you, but your perseverance encourages them to keep believing. The strength you display today may become the reason another person refuses to give up tomorrow. Never underestimate the influence of a faithful life. Your story is not only about you. I am using your journey to touch countless others whose paths will cross yours in ways you cannot yet imagine. I know there are prayers you have prayed for years. Some of them have become so familiar that you wonder if they will ever be answered. Do not stop praying. Continue bringing your requests before me with faith and humility. Persistent prayer is not about convincing me to care. I have always cared. Persistent prayer transforms your heart, deepens your trust, and keeps your eyes focused on me rather than your circumstances. Even while you are waiting for the answer, I am shaping you into the person who will be ready to receive it. Guard your heart against comparison. Comparison steals gratitude and replaces it with dissatisfaction. Instead of celebrating the blessings already in your life, comparison convinces you to focus on what you do not have. My child, I have given you exactly what you need for this season. Trust that what belongs to you will never pass you by. I have not forgotten your address. I know your name. I know where you are. I know what you need. My blessings do not arrive by accident. They arrive according to my perfect wisdom and my perfect timing.